these are actually the trimmings off of our jerky, which we were
slicing up.
Slicing jerky, and so we had these nice little slabs.
Lean, pretty.
Yeah, so we decided,
guess what's for dinner tonight?
With our little cuttings that we decided not to use, that were too small for jerky, we are going to make fajitas. So I'm letting them sit in some taco seasoning right now, and Mom is sauteing the pepper and onions. Mom is sauteing the peppers and onions.
And this is just a typical night for us because we are always cooking with game meat. This is actually, you're seeing us in the rough, au natural. This is not unusual for us to have venison in place of beef with just about any dish, right, Carrie?
Right.
Yeah. We were doing teriyaki jerky earlier today, and when she was through with the slicer, we noticed that we had some scraps left, and they're really pretty lean pieces. And why let it go to waste, especially with the price of beef? So she's got it sauteing in taco seasoning, did you say?
Well, I've got marinating. I've got it sitting and kind of soaking up the taco seasoning. I just used a regular package of taco seasoning. The whole package, I dumped it in there and just letting it sit and kind of soak up the flavoring. And then I'll be cooking it in my pure organic beef tallow.
That really makes your venison.
Yeah, and then instead of adding water, I always use broth. Because they usually say to add a couple tablespoons of water to, your taco seasoning. But I always use, especially with venison, I always use broth and beef broth instead of just plain regular water.
So much better.
So, but Mom is working on sauteing the vegetables, and we are
a fast meal, isn't it?
and then we just roll them up in some tortillas with some sour cream, and we've got venison fajitas from our leftover jerky trimmings.
Well, and we were just talking about earlier how I had a friend who said, really would like to see on KNC Taxidermy some of the meals that you and your daughter fix and granddaughter fix for venison. And really, Carrie and you and I were just talking, you can substitute venison for any beef dish. Be it beef stroganoff, it can be venison stroganoff, right?
Right.
You've seen us do sloppy joes. Well, it was sloppy
Joe hamburgers, chili, right. Whatever you make with beef, you can make with venison.
Well, and scraps make great beef stew or venison stew. It really doesn't require a new recipe book, right?
No.
You just need to substitute.
You just
venison.
substitute it.
Yeah. And we have frozen, vacuum sealed, actually. She has a really nice, Carrie, you have a really nice meat grinder that's very fast and commercial. And when you take that meat and you grind it up and you put it in packages, vacuum seal them, you vacuum seal everything, you've got ready-made portions ready to go. Thaw them out or defrost them in the microwave. And we're going to have this meal done in a very short time. And that's kind of what people need nowadays. Lots of times when you have busy days, and I know Carrie and Kaylee are very busy with a baby. Kaylee has a baby, and you guys have a lot of business.
Well, and anymore people, they have Instapots and stuff like that too, which have really cut down on time with cooking and stuff too. So there's really no excuse.
You can do it fast.
Yeah, anything. You take anything from frozen to cooked quick, so.
Right. And I don't know, but I went into sticker shock about a week or so ago. I had to buy ground beef for something, and honestly, if you get lean ground beef, I can't believe how expensive it is. It is meat is very expensive, especially beef. And venison is organic and it's not as greasy.
Well, we just happen to have it, and like I said, we try not to waste and
Right.
just utilizing what you've got. I mean, turning some scrap cuttings from making one thing and turning it into something else. I mean, it's always helpful and useful. So
So it's fun. It's fun to be creative on the spot. And what do you usually put inside your tortilla? What do you do? Do you add lettuce, shredded lettuce?
No, not in fajitas.
Not fajitas?
No, that would be more like a taco or a burrito or something like that. Fajitas, I usually just saute peppers and onions
Do you do?
and some sour cream.
Sour cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, usually the kids put some shredded cheese or whatever on there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I usually just put a dollop of sour cream and I'm good.
I think so.
Fajitas typically, I mean, the money makers, the peppers and onions
Okay.
and your meat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple.
Right. That's what you get at a Mexican restaurant, typically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to show you what the finished fajitas look like in a tortilla, but happy cooking. We sure are happy cooks. And
Be happier eating.
yes.
So we'll be back.
We'll be back. That's right.
Okay, so I just used the Great Value taco seasoning, and that's what I mixed in with my meat and let it sit in the bowl for about 10-15 minutes before I was ready to saute it. And then I added, I don't know, maybe about 3 tablespoons to a quarter cup of the beef broth. Now, the taco seasoning packet itself, it says for a pound of ground beef to add 3/4 cups of water. So I don't add that much liquid to my meat, but if you want to follow the directions, I guess you'd add 3/4 cup to but
that's for ground beef.
that's for ground beef. Yeah, I
This is kind of shaved,
this
shaved.
is thinly shaved, yeah, and you want it, you don't want your fajitas runny, you want to saute it, and I'll cook down I'll simmer it down till this fluid is cooked down, and then I'll kind of, sear it, and then it'll be ready to eat, but you don't want it real liquidy, so that's why I don't add as much liquid.
But it does add a lot of extra flavoring.
It does,
Right.
but that's the only reason why I even do add the broth is for flavor's sake.
Well, and it
And
will
it just
help take a gamey, if for whatever reason.
if your kids, for your kids' sake and
Right.
stuff, if you're feeding kids and whatever, it does broth instead of adding water. Especially if you have chlorine, I found. If you have tap water, it takes, which can make your meat taste even gamier. If you're worried about, because game meat usually tends to have an irony taste, kind of like you have pennies in your mouth due to the
Chemically,
blood.
yeah.
No, it's not chemically. It's like a
Metallic.
kind
okay.
of like from the iron. It's almost like a
Okay.
higher iron content. It's almost like if you're putting a penny in your mouth or something like that. So I found if I use broth, now here I have well water, so it's not as much of an
Right.
issue.
Oh, no, you have wonderful
But-
water. Yes.
But I still, just because I've gotten used to, but having to compensate in areas where I've lived before, like down in Louisiana and stuff, where we had well water and it's highly chlorinated and it has that chemically taste. That has a chemically taste to it. If you add water, then it gives.
It taints the flavor.
It'll make your meat taste more gamey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you use broth, instead of water, especially if you have tap water.
Well, and it makes your venison taste more beefy too.
Well, and like I said, and then you
Right.
you won't get as much complaint from the kids and whatnot. So it helps.
Yep. Okay, so each person can take the amount they want, put it on the flour tortilla, and then of course they can, scoop out what they want for onions and peppers, sweet peppers.
And this looks good to me. I like a lot of vegetables. And then we're gonna take some sour cream and just kind of drizzle it over it. And
You gotta love the squeezable condiments now.
you gotta love them. That's absolutely.
Saves on dishes, dishwashing.
There we are.
Ta-da!
Okay,
Take a
there's
bite,
dinner.
Ma. Tell me what
Yeah.
you think. Take a bite.
Okay, all right.
Tell
and
me what
baby
you-
girl, what
Oh.
happened? Uh-oh, just a minute. It's my great-granddaughter coming. All right.
Cheese. Oh, you want to be on the camera? Cheese. Oh, cheese. Cheese.
Oh, she thinks she's getting cheese.
Oh, she wants cheese. Good?
Delicious.
Okay. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube page. And we also have more recipes, not just this one, but we have the venison backstrap roll-up recipe, which is a fave in this family.
Yum.
And I believe we have a meatloaf and some smoked wings and some other recipes. So as always, remember to like and subscribe and follow along and learn some new recipes as you cook with K&C in the kitchen.
And save a ton of money on meat.
More.